April fans, welcome back to another video. Jeremy Jones, Team USA captain this year's Mosconi Cup, has finally announced their fifth player. He took a little bit of time, but I've had it on good authority. He wasn't quite sure who to pick, so at the International Open, he wanted a little bit more time. Clearly, he was weighing up the remaining American players and seeing how they all got on, but he's finally made his pick, and I'm sure you all knew it is Earl the Pearl Strickland. However, we're going to come back to that. Let's start right back at the beginning. If you're not sure, a quick run through of the rules to get in the Mosconi Cup. 3 players from the rankings, the top 3. So number 1 after a certain cut-off, I think it was the European Open, which was Shane Van Boening. Then the next 2 was after the US Open. We had Oscar Dominguez and Skylar Woodward. They were the top 3 on the rankings. Then the captain has 2 wild card picks. They can pick who they want, as long as they're American. First up was Tyler Steyer. That was the first wild card pick. That was about 2 or 3 weeks ago. And then just a few days ago, Earl the Pearl Strickland was the last player picked by Jeremy Jones. So that is the 5 players. That is the team who will be going to Vegas the 30th till the 3rd. That's the 30th of November till the 3rd of December. Now, can America beat Europe? Let's go back to each player. I'm going to go through each player. I'm going to tell you how many times they've played in the team, how many times they've won the cup. Then I'm going to give you my opinion on how America can beat Europe. Let's start with the first player on the sheet and we'll go down the list. Shane Van Boening. He has played in 15 Mosconi Cups. This will be his 16th. That is simply a phenomenal record. Johnny Archer is USA's leading record holder. I think 17 cups. SVB is going to smash that out of the park. He's not even 40 years of age yet. He's going to play in a ton of Mosconi Cups. He could pretty much play until the end of his career. But he's only won 3. He's won 3 out of 15. I know it's a team game, but Shane is that good. He could win a lot of the points himself, give the other players a bit of morale. He should have won more Mosconi Cups. 3 out of 15 is not a good record. 2 of them cups was under Johan Royschnick. Johan won back-to-back cups. The former Team Europe captain went over to the dark side. Shane won 2 cups under Johan. I know he likes Johan. He's a big fan of Johan's work. So take Johan out of the equation. SVB has only won 1 cup. Next player on the rankings was Oscar Dominguez. Oscar has only played in 2 Mosconi Cups. However, he may just have the best record out of the 5 in the team. He's won 1 and he's lost 1. What is worrying is the Mosconi Cup that Oscar won, the team, the year, it was 2009. The captain was the legend Nick Varner. So Oscar has lifted the cup, but it was in 2009. And the last player in the rankings to qualify was Skylar Woodward. Skylar's played in 7 Mosconi Cups. He's won 2. And he's won 2, you've guessed it, under Johan Royschnick. Back-to-back Mosconi Cups for Team USA. Skylar Woodward was also back-to-back MVP. Johan, he seems to have the magic touch. But Skylar Woodward has turned his Mosconi Cup career around. He started off a little bit weaker, a little bit scared, maybe felt he was under Shane's wing to a degree, but now he really is arguably USA's best Mosconi Cup player. You can see he's changed his game around. He really gets the crowd involved. 2 wins though out of 7. The first wild card pick was Tyler Steyer. He's played in 3 cups. He's won the cup, so he's tasted victory. That is important. Again, the cup he won was under Johan Royschnick. So last year, Tyler didn't play his best game, didn't play his best cup, but the fact that he's played in it 3 times and the fact that he's picked up the trophy, you know, he's won with Team America, is a valuable asset to have. Last but not least, this is what we've all been waiting for. Captain Jeremy Jones finally announced his last wild card pick. It was Earl the Pearl Strickland. 14 cups, 9 wins. Yes, that was many, many moons ago. Earl at the tender age of 62, I believe he is. He can still play the game. He really can. And he's won the cup. But he's won the cup a long time ago. They are the 5 players that will be representing Team USA at this year's Mosconi Cup. Now, let's talk about, can USA win the cup? Well, form would tell you no, because they've won 2 cups since 2009. They won 2009 Mosconi Cup. Since then, they've only won 2, and that was back-to-back cups under Johan Roisnik. So, JJ has got it all to do. Does he need Johan to hold his hands to win a cup? That's just a little joke, JJ. It's going to be tricky, isn't it? I think there's a few things USA need to do in order to really push it to Europe, to put them under pressure, because that's what it is. If Europe are under pressure, maybe they will bottle it. You never know. Look at this from last year. Every year, all the pool fans seem to write off America's chances. Europe's too good, they're too strong, they've got world champions and all this. Last year, look at this ball that Chris Reinhold missed and look at the scoreline. That was the rack for me. That completely changed the whole Mosconi Cup last year. That is what can happen in team sports. In pool, a little miss like that can just throw your opponent or the opposing team that little lifeline that they need, and that effectively changed the cup. That gave Europe the belief and the confidence to kick on, and it was like a wake-up call. So them mistakes, them type of balls, I'm afraid you just can't miss. But Chris is not in the team this year. Maybe that's why he didn't get the wild card pick. I don't know. Now, key points. Let's go back to the players. SVB, phenomenal player, arguably the greatest in the world. He needs to smile in the Mosconi Cup. When he's not won his point, he needs to go back, sit with the crowd, sit with his team, high five, get more involved, smile, enjoy it. You know, you're one of the legends of the game. So that's Shane. Skylar Woodward, he probably just needs to keep doing what he's doing. You know, he's happy-go-lucky character. He just gets on with it. Oscar Dominguez. Oscar Dominguez, he's got a good record. He's lifted the cup 1 out of 2. Maybe, I think the last time out I remember watching Oscar, he seemed to be playing all right, but I think he got a little bit carried away with the crowd, you know, a little bit too involved. That's all well and good if you've played in a lot of cups and that's your style of game. So I don't really know much about what Oscar's going to bring this year. But what Oscar is very good at is he's a phenomenal team player. If he goes out there and wins a point or he loses the point, he isn't going to go back. It's not going to affect the team. He'll be there cheering, shouting. He is going to be a good asset for the team. When he qualified, that's the first thing I thought of. I thought, yeah, he's a good team player, Oscar. And that is important. Tyler Steyer, he has lifted the cup, as I said earlier on. And he's also had a mare. These are a few shots that he played last year that I'm sure he'd like to forget about. Obviously, I was there last year. I was in the crowd. The crowd was brutal to Tyre. When he had a long pot, all the crowd was going, oh, and then they'd stop right before he was queuing up. Then he'd miss it by a mile, and things like that, the crowd just get on top of you. When things like this happened to Skylar Woodward, the crowd was singing, Skylar plays for Europe, Skylar plays for Europe. Skylar just gets up, smiles, laughs, and then the crowd warmed to him. Tyler Steyer was trying to be the ultimate professional, trying to be a robot. That ain't going to work, pal. The Europeans on the old ale, they're mental. Again, smile. Earl the Pearl Strickland. What a player. What a character. What a legend. Now, we all know Earl's not going to go to the Mosconi Cup and behave like the ultimate professional.
Oh, he just broke his cue.
It just ain't going to happen. He likes these antics. He likes to go a bit crazy on the table. This is what is going to happen. So, I believe the rest of the team need to sort of forget about Earl. Don't let it get to you. Let him go a bit mental. Focus on what you're there to do. You're there to pot the balls. Forget about what Earl Strickland is going to do. We know he's going to go mental. He may snap a few cues. He's going to call a few in the crowd. This is what Earl does. This is what makes him the enigma, the genius that he is.
I ain't no joke.
They are just a few thoughts on Team America, the 5 players. Can they win the cup? Let me know in the comments. Can Team USA beat Team Europe and win the cup for the 3rd time in 12 years? Guys, if you've enjoyed this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.